must be very proud of your boys' efforts to get through that game.
Yeah, it wasn't just the effort was ridiculously good. I think anytime you do get down to 10 men, it's not just your own performance you need to make sure you give, it's a performance and a half really. We had to play the game a certain way. We had to stay within the shape, we had to make loads of decisions. It's my job to try and give ourselves the best chance to win a game. And obviously after Brucey scores and gets us in front, it gives us something to hold on to. But it was becoming clear to me, too often we're having two centre forwards at the edge of our box, having to clear things at the end of the first half. And it was becoming there because we were coming from behind it. We needed to make sure we had a flat midfield three, and it's my job to try and give everybody the best chance to win. But wow, the boys were magnificent, and to do it for so long, we're having to work too hard too often this season because the red cards. But only positives for me for that. Wee Bruce, have to sacrifice him at half time, but he's away as the match winner again. He's up to 5 goals. He's looked sharp. No player likes to come off, but he once again he's dependable and gets his goal. So, but behind it all was a brilliant effort. I thought from the subs as well, coming on and getting to the pace of the game. But so many decisions have to be made, good decisions when you're down to 10 men. And I know Danda hits the bar at the end and he's got that quality and he should be running onto a body there, and part of the reason for playing 3 flat midfielders was for that type of scenario with boys coming on as well, and Spittle's ability and Danda's ability. And it was probably the one time that he had a wee sight of our goal. That had been so harsh on us if that had went in, but we're due a bit of luck, there's no doubt about it. I know everybody says that and everybody's so partisan for their own club, but Christ, Kilmarnock deserved a bit of luck today. But we had the best chances in the game. We had more shots on target than them. Even with 10 men, we countered brilliantly. Had some real good moments. So it was almost a complete performance with 10 men. And not that you would set up. Sometimes you do scenarios when you get down to 10 men in training and you maybe do it for 20 minutes, half an hour. And it's really just to plant the seed of decision making and picking and choosing your fights. But to do it for 90 minutes, it was a monumental effort. So absolutely. Some 3 points are better than others, but that feels like a brilliant 3 points for us today.
What was your assessment of the crowd?
See, at the time, I actually wasn't sure even it was a yellow, but I thought Don Robertson standing right next to it, he's seen it for what it is, and it looked a yellow card. Right away I'm thinking, Christ, here we go, it's Deas, we need to be careful. When it actually was announced that it was going to VAR, you always fear the worst, clearly. When I've seen it back now, I can see why that would have looked pretty nasty on VAR. So I'm not saying it's not the right decision. It certainly wasn't that, what Don Robertson indicated, scissors, but he has come down with his right foot on Vargas, and if he frees it, it doesn't look great on his ankle. I think Deas in his defence has kind of slipped at the last wee bit, and he's lost his kind of footing. And I don't think he's come in at any real speed, but listen, this is the thing about this inconsistency. Hattati here a few weeks ago, I watched it first hand and I wasn't sure it was a red. But when I watched that and it went to VAR, I don't know how for the life of me it didn't. I knew it wouldn't have looked great on VAR, and it didn't. It was Liam Donnelly was caught. The inconsistency is awful at the minute. It is. There's a Hearts player out there, I'm not going to name him, he was eventually booked, but he should have been booked twice before he actually gets booked. And he was booked, he wasn't booked for offences that my players have been booked for over the last wee while, which ultimately ended up with a red card. So it shouldn't, the same offence, and this is the thing I'm going to keep banging on about, and all the managers are the same, we're all about the inconsistency. The same offence should be booked, it should be a yellow or it's not a yellow for the same offence. It shouldn't be dependent on what referee you get. There has to be a clearer direction, and we're not getting it. But I'm not what to moan today, I do enough moaning when we don't win. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. Anything else?
Preview Motherwell now.
Just one, McCrory, he came off at half time, was that an injury?
Yeah, obviously he got a bang last week at Tannadice. We had restricted his kicking and his work this week, really just till the last couple of days, but he got a clean bill of health yesterday to be in the goal, but clear to me after the very first kick, he was struggling, and a lot of his kicks were actually putting us under a bit of pressure. He wasn't getting any real distance, wasn't getting any real accuracy. So the decision was made. I thought Kieran O'Hara was excellent.